Oh, you're probably wondering about the weapons. Well, it's not because of that ghost guy from last week. Oh no. This week, something much more dangerous comes my way. Bronies. And what do the fans of My Little Pony have to do with this week's webcomic? Well, let's take a look and find out as we look at Magic Chicks. A spin-off of Eerie Cuties, Magic Chicks follows 3 girls from the original school as they're transferred to another school at the climax of a storyline in Eerie Cuties. The school is actually a training ground for monster hunters, though also entirely full of girls. The 3 girls cannot reveal their identities as witches or else they'll be killed. So, wait a minute. They go to a school for monsters, but are transferred to a school for monster hunters that, if they reveal their existence, will not only mean that they'll know the school is possibly full of monsters, but will also mean these 3 students will actually be killed. What the hell is wrong with you people? The 3 main characters who come from Eerie Cuties are Melissa Hellroon, who finds herself unable to continue being the queen of the popular girls and is slowly learning that her magic is actually leaning her towards good compared to evil, which she had been using it for. Cersei Darkshade, who used to be Melissa's right-hand girl, who begins to gain popularity within the school as she starts dating one of the more popular girls. And finally, Jackie Brightmoon, who begins to break away from the group and has slowly started a relationship with a teacher, though in the disguise of another body. Along with these, there's new characters introduced. Faith Abbott, who's the queen of the school, essentially controlling everything and everyone inside it. She has a rather strong sexual streak, flirting and sometimes far more explicitly doing things even inside the school. Tiffany Winters, who appears in the Eerie Cuties series, also appears here with more of a role in the story, as she opposes Faith at every turn and begins to form a friendship with Melissa. As with last week, the artwork for Magic Chicks is great, with the same team as Eerie Cuties, giving the art a great look and feel. However, while the artist has switched on comic 103, it is difficult to tell after a while that there was a change at all. And in this comic, they ramp up the risque parts way more than they did in Eerie Cuties. I don't think any member of the cast for that ever appeared fully naked. As we move on to the writing, I can say this is where I feel Magic Chicks has its real downfall. While the writing is good, as Eerie Cuties was, it does seem like it ends up falling between Eerie Cuties' much more toned-down humour and a much more explicit Menage a 3, which is also created by the same team. Now see, the problem is that the comic seems to want to be one or the other. It wants to either be cheeky with its risque moments, or it wants to be full-blown with its risque moments, and this imbalances things. It seems that the comic can't even figure out where it wants to be in footing. In comparison to Eerie Cuties, it does feel like the comic's writing relies far too heavily on these moments, sacrificing the great human writing that was in Eerie Cuties for what seems more like a teenager's wet dream. Or in some cases, a bronies. And why do I say that? Well, similar to back in the Trunks and Soda review, the comic uses another source material to run the story along. While it does incorporate it cleverly, it does feel like a weak way of having a set of ideas, or trying to appeal to more people to get them to read the comic. I mean, it's not like I enjoyed it more because of that. Not at all. So I hope you'll join me again for a look to the wide world of webcomics. Oh, and for the record, Twilight Sparkle is the best pony. She's voiced by Tara Strong. Oh, the bronies! Forget the bronies!
My little pony, my little pony. Ah, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
You have 2 weeks, Tyas. You seem to be rejecting your fandom even more now. Or maybe I don't believe what you're saying. You understand what being a fan means. You cannot reject it. I can do whatever I want. Whatever I want.